Jerry sucked it all
We're
out.
live.
Oh, we're live.
We're live now.
We're live now.
We're back. Cowboys coffee.
And aliens, too. I think aliens are watching us, too. Because they don't know how to drive, by the way. Because if they're crashing all over the place and all these UFOs being found because they're crashed, they're horrible drivers.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have Geico insurance. That little thing is the whole thing was an alien the whole time.
That makes sense. That checks out.
Cowboys'
new roster updates have been coming out. They've been working with us. We've been coming as they go. Trayshawn Holden did not make the roster. They cut him. So here's the thing. 4th, 5th receivers who don't play special teams, 4, 5, 6 receivers, haven't played special teams. Which is why a guy like Brian Flournoy makes the team, and he's improved. But those guys are playing special teams. And that's why they're making the roster as a 5th receiver. Holden does now. Holden made the practice squad. He cleared waivers. He's on the practice squad.
He's on a practice squad. I like him. I think he's better than the other guys. But
so
that's
someone else. Phil Maffa will start the season on returnable IR. He'll come back, and he'll be ready to go. So there's Kalen Carson as well. CJ Goodwin back for his 10th year.
10th year, yeah.
Incredible. There's just been a lot. There's just been a lot that's been happening, and I really wanted them to look at. They picked up, so they let go of Andrew Booth and Zion Childress, but I think Childress is going to go to the practice squad.
I thought they didn't make the team.
They were going to, and then they released them because they picked up Trikwezi Bridges and Reddy Stewart from waivers, a couple of cornerbacks. Or a couple of defensive backs.
Yeah, I didn't see what they picked up because and I know. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
How good they are, great for history of picking up free agents and doing stuff on the club.
Yeah, Zion Childress, I really think is going to be practice squad, and then he'll have a chance to move up. But there's only so many spots available.
Right.
In that the secondary now, because you look at some of their cornerbacks.
Because Diggs is playing.
Diggs is back.
Yeah,
which is huge.
Yeah.
And you have Deron Bland, and you have Kaiir Elam. Well, if he can be in the slot, that's big to have Bland and Diggs on the outside, which then you're going to have Siobhan Ravel Jr. coming back, which is going to be also very
What number
big.
is he, 27?
The double check. I
know he's 27.
He'll be back soon, and obviously you keep CJ Goodwin as a special teamer. No surprise in the safety room. Hooker and Dono are still starting safeties. Marquise Bell, Wanya Thomas. They let go of Israel.
Did they?
Yeah, they let him go, he didn't make it. I like where the linebacker room is. Kenneth Murray, Jack Sanborn, Maris Leofau, Damone Clark, Shamar James. Shamar James and Maris Leofau and DeMarvion Overshown are going to be nasty.
Yeah, you know why? Because you got the PhD in linebackers there. That guy James already in preseason. Remember, because he was not known. I don't think it was a great pick by a lot of people, except this defensive coordinator knows linebackers. And we always talk about give me the story or resume on his linebackers. Anthony Spencer.
Now the defensive tackles, right? Osa Odigizua, Solomon Thomas, right? Mozzie Smith, Jay Toya, Perrion Winfrey made it. I'm very happy.
Yes.
Now, one person I was hoping they would look at as a free agent is the Ravens cut CJ Okoye, son of Christian Okoye. I think it's Christian Okoye Jr.
Is it really?
6'6", 340.
Oh.
Who I wanted him to pick up as a nose tackle. He got signed to the Ravens practice squad, but man, I would take a man with him. He's someone who absorbs 2 blocks just because of his size. I was really hoping they would nab him. It's still possible, but it doesn't look like it. I'll take him over Mozzie Smith. The problem is I know what Mozzie's going to give me. Nothing. Maybe the other guy gives me something. Maybe he gives me nothing, but I know I'm getting nothing already.
Okay, let me give you – I'm going to address Mozzie Smith. Okay, let you people understand. He sucks as a deep tackle. If you're going to make him produce for you, get anything on him, you put him at the goal line at the fullback spot, ram him as the guard, a lead blocker, put him at the tight end spot on the goal line, See if he can block somebody. You can get something out of the contract. Because his production contract, I can give you more at 252 than he can at 320.
Correct.
I've seen it. The game, he just stands up. There's nothing there of football ability.
There's no anchor, right? If you perhaps you're not pushing back, but you're not being moved off the ball. He's been pushed into that second row, and they combo block off him every time. They're able to double team him, move to the next level. Double team, move to the next level. And you can't have that if you're one technique. Sink, drop a knee, set the line right there. They're not pushing you back or whatever it is. Turn, go through it. This is high school football.
There's nothing there.
That's what's crazy. At DN, Micah Parsons, who this clown we're going to talk about later. You got Dante Fowler, Sam Williams, Marshawn Nealon, the rookie Donovan Arazawaku, who I'm very excited about, and also James Houston, who had hurt his knee and kind of had trouble coming back. But
did the Saints guy make it?
Peyton Turner is going to be on IR to come back. So he's hurt, but with the idea that he's going to come back down the road.
Good.
But the offensive line is kind of what we thought it would
hurt
be.
Like I'm hurt.
Right. Tight ends, we know what the tight ends are.
Yeah.
Receivers.
Well, they cut Stevens.
They cut Stevens, and I don't know if he's on practice squad. So here's the thing. Your best ability is availability.
He's always
hurt.
And
he's been excellent when he can play, but when he can play is
his body. You don't have an NFL body.
Right. I think that's the problem.
Yeah. His physique is outstanding, but he can't take the punishment.
Actually, what you see is some of the good things that they've actually done. Jalen Brooks made the practice squad, and Trayshawn Holden. What I really like is Ernest Brown IV, a defensive tackle who played with the Rams, was I think he is a very stout run defender.
Gotcha.
They got him there. Sadiq Charles, the offensive lineman, is on a practice squad.
Yeah.
They got Jaron Christian, who's offensive tackle.
Yeah.
Elijah Clark at safety. Jalen Cropper is also on it. So they have those like fifth, sixth receivers.
Yeah.
They can move up and down as they need to. Malik Davis on the practice squad.
Yeah.
Rivaldo Fairweather, who actually had a good camp at D tackle, that he made the practice squad. He's a tight end. That's what they kept over Stevens because he was healthy and he played well. Spencer Smith and Tristan Hill will be playing for the Danbury Vikings again next year, second string. Yeah, Mozzie Smith and Tristan Hill, man, those are.
I don't know if you make the Vikings or the Trojans.
Who's worse, Mozzie Smith or Tristan Hill? Who's a worse pick?
Tristan Hill.
Tristan Hill is horrific.
Goober. Somebody called him a goober. Somebody we know called him a goober.
It was like they just picked up a big off the street, put pads on him.
Goober. I don't know. He's not even in the league anymore.
No, he was out so fast. He stinks.
Yeah, he was horrible.
He might not even be able to play in like an under 30 league now.
No.
Because that's how bad he is.
No.
Princeton Fant, the tight end, also made the practice squad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Will Greer, who's he's doing a little. He's doing his little thing, man. He's carving out his career. Yeah. Third string comes up, second string, back and forth. Robert Rochelle, Kaman Hall, both the cornerbacks, Justin Barron and Buddy Johnson, the linebackers. So,
well, they thought Buddy Johnson did a good job.
Yes,
Brian Brodus brought him up. The great Brian Brodus.
Yeah. So their backfield, Hunter Lipke, which we know they're keeping as a fullback, very versatile. Want to use him that way. Javonte Williams, Jaden Blue, and then Miles Sanders. Sanders, I think, will be the odd man out once Phil Maffa comes back. Phil Maffa, I'm not saying he has the ability of Zeke. I think he has the running style of Zeke before he lost a step. He's able to lean forward with the ball. He actually reminds me a lot of Jerome Bettis, actually.
That's what you mind about. Yeah, I'm going to give you Bettis. Yeah.
Bettis. Yeah. And again, I'm not saying he is Jerome Bettis or has the skill of Jerome Bettis. Running style.
He'll be stronger, bigger, stronger next year.
Yeah, I think Maffa will make when he goes back, and he's been designated for return. Mm-hmm. They brought him onto the roster, then put him there because there's some guys you only have 2 slots before the season. So he is going to make it as the 2. He'll eventually, I think Blue and Maffa are the 1-2 punch as the running backs. Phil Maffa is a physical runner. I think he can run on first and second down. He's not just short yardage and goal line. I think he could absolutely carry the load and have Jaden Blue be the change of pace back.
And Blue is the version of Tony Dorsett.
That's with this offensive line, we've talked a lot about this. The new scheme, can they do it? Like, what can they do that will help them grow as a team? What can he do to separate them as a running offense? Because they need to run the football for the best version of Dak.
Well, here's what we got, and you can look at the past episodes when I said about being in Super Bowls and all that kind of stuff. Here's the nutshell of the season. What the offensive line does. If they have Dak throwing the football, we're in trouble. Now that he can't do it, it's just he's going to get sacked. And then you have a first-year system, which we know doesn't, because it's an assignment-based system, it takes a year, and they make the jump next year. So you have the combination. You do have better players this year. I don't think they're going to get run on it because people don't understand. They ran on the scheme, not on the players. They were coached to play the way they played, and guess what? Back to the playoffs again. Disasters, and we will talk about. We're going to talk about that 2 years from now.
So you're absolutely correct.
Yeah,
you're absolutely correct. The question is, what will Eberflus do? Do you think Eberflus will do something to get these Cowboys able to stop the run? With what we see as the roster constructed, let's say week 1 against the Eagles, are the Eagles going to be able to run for 150 yards against the Cowboys? And you're like, that's a lot of yards.
Oh,
yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, here we go, because I always say this all the time. Is it 35 yards with Hurts running added to that? See, that's the thing. He can take off running and run 20 yards down the road. He can do that 3 times.
So will the Eagles running backs run for over 125? How about that?
That's the test.
That is the test.
That's
very
it.
much.
They're going to stop the run. They know they have to stop the run.
So can they do it? Can this team do it? That's the $1 million question.
That is the $1 million question.
So I'm curious where they're at, and part of that, and what's annoying me, is these Cowboys are at the very least going to be playing without a healthy or full Micah Parsons. There's no way he goes in and plays a full slate. He'll at the very least be on a pitch count. Let's say he signs a deal today. They come out, they share a hug, kumbaya, everything's great. I'm ready to play for the Dallas Cowboys. 8 days from today, Micah Parsons playing even the full game. I don't know if Micah Parsons plays week 1. And then he's on a pitch count for week 2.
Yeah.
And then he might be full healthy for week 3.
Listen, it shows you, as we were told, who Micah Parsons thinks is important.
Himself.
And what? Himself. Because
we have reports from inside that he cares about number 1, which is really number 11, Micah Parsons.
Yeah, the thing is, too, he had 2 years on his contract. He's got 2 years, this year, next year.
And the year after.
Why are you holding on?
He has the rest of his 5th-year option this year, and then he has a tag and a tag possible, which they're going to tag him. If he wants to sit out and not play, and here's the thing. What happened at the end of last year? He said, I don't have to sign for top of the market money. I don't have to sign for the most money. Where did that Micah Parsons go? Because apparently Jerry says, okay, we've got an offer, and I'm not justifying Jerry. Jerry's pissed me off in this thing too. He's irked me in this thing. No one's without blame, but if Micah said, hey, I won't play for top of the line money, and Jerry says, hey, this is what we want to offer you, and Michael says, yeah, let's figure it out. All right, cool, let's go to the agent. And David Mugoleta says, oh yeah, we're not doing that. We're going to get you top money. The NFL Players Union says, we got to get you top money. Then it's not so much on Jerry. Now, Jerry's had his issue with it and talking down about him and Terrence Steele and Trayvon Diggs. I'm not vindicating Jerry, but Jerry's the one in charge. He's the one in control right now. And Micah looks like a buffoon laying on the trainer's table. Oh, my back hurts. Cowboys did an MRI on his back, came back clear. And Shotty says, we're of the opinion that Micah's healthy enough to practice. And all of a sudden, Micah's going to go get a second opinion. You know what? Boo-hoo, you bum. Go retire and go somewhere else with your 60 IQ. Play football because there's no other job for you to do. I don't trust Micah Parsons to work in a McDonald's. He can rush the quarterback, and that's it. He needs to play for the money because I don't know what other job this buffoon could have. I'm over it, though, obviously.
Are you that upset?
No.
Anyways, he did it all wrong. This is all wrong, okay? You're in your prime. The contract's there. You honor your contract. listen, you come in with 15 sacks next year, you make first team All Pro, you have some leverage. You have no leverage whatsoever.
Not this year, not
and
next
you're
year.
playing with Mr. Jones, and he don't play. And once you cross the line, that's it. You're done. Cross the line.
What we talked about. Jerry has his guys.
Yep.
And you can be one of his guys.
Yep.
And Tony Romo, right? One of his guys. Jason Witten, one of his guys. And that's Jerry. And we've talked about what Jerry does is he listens too much, right? That's what I think Jerry does. He listens to other people. You can say, oh, Jerry's this, is that. I think he listens to a lot and does what people try and convince him to do. But when Jerry makes up his mind that you're no longer one of his guys, you'll never be one of his guys ever again.
That's
and Micah has crossed that threshold where he will never be one of the guys again. Let me just tilt this up just a little bit to give us to Landry in the picture.
Yep.
There it goes. He'll never be one of the guys now, and he shouldn't be, because this has been the most buffoonish thing. Once you try to out-negotiate Jerry, he's going to take you to the woodshed, Spence said. Yeah, and that's the reality of it. And, he's no doubt. Jerry's not going to be embarrassed. Jerry's had these tough negotiations with Dak and with CD and the whole we'll just pay the man what he's worth. Micah has to accept a contract too. What do they want?
This year is not the year to do it.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
You want to sit out and waste the year? Oh, if he misses games, I hope Cowboys fans boo him when he gets back to the stadium. Boo him.
It's too late.
Boo him. You want to be a child?
It's too late. He's going to be out for 2 weeks.
He's affected the season already. When the Cowboys have won with or without him.
Running and gunning right away.
When the Cowboys have won with or with Micah Parsons, I don't know, but I know they can't win the current situation. And if he's going to be a big baby, sit out. You want to sit out your prime and miss years and miss a chance of the Hall of Fame? Good. Sit out.
No.
Be a bum.
No, it was wrong and wrong decision. No leverage whatsoever.
He's getting bad advice, and this is not uncommon for Mugoleta either, and his guys. So so Sean just said Jerry got Paul to turn on Micah. I've been very clear. I'm anti-Micah and anti-Jerry in this. I think they're both wrong. They've both made Cowboys fans. It's over. There's no enjoyment for this season. And if Micah had been playing, I'm not suggesting the Cowboys were Super Bowl bound, but it would have been some excitement. We would have been able to enjoy this season. There would have been good news, good vibes going in. Okay, a rookie coach who we'll see what he could do. I don't know. There's nothing. I'm just gonna watch the games and whatever.
Listen, this is
for fantasy
just
football.
Just a start as one of the top players in the league. Top 5, top 10. I don't always include quarterbacks. Quarterbacks at their own ranking. He's top 5. He's all pro 2-3 years. He's one of the best out there. You're sacrificing that ability for money that right now you do not have the leverage. You can't call the shots on it. Simple as that. And you're playing with the owner. The owner don't play. He doesn't play. And I don't think the fans are supporting him holding out. There's not a fan supporting him holding out.
Nope.
Fans are not supporting him.
No, I really think that Cowboys fans have turned on Micah Parsons recently because this whole laying on the trainer's table during the game, we get it's boring. Your back's not hurting, bro. You're being a big fat baby and a loser, right? You want to sit out, go home, sit out. Don't be at the stadium and doing stuff. Oh, I'm pouting and he wears the wrong color jersey. Boo-hoo, you loser. Go play football or don't. Sean LC said, "What's up, Pops? We're excited to have you in the fantasy football league."
Thanks. Great to be here.
Yeah. He's excited to be in it.
Yes,
I'm excited to rip him off in a trade or two as well.
Yeah. I don't think about you. I'm not that stupid.
Listen. If Micah Parsons, the sit-in is the worst part. I think the sit-in is worse. Sit out, go home, go work with your trainers, go do your thing.
Yeah, right.
The whole sit-in and I'm just going to be your collective paycheck because I'm hurt. You know what? Then I guarantee you're not going anywhere. Jerry's going to tag you and other teams are interested. The Packers are interested. Great. Jerry's going to burn him and let him sit on there. Your back is hurt. You'll get paid. Sit home and get tagged. Yeah. And you could sit 3 years and Jerry will just be like,
let me
ruin your
give you an illustration.
Look what happened to Le'Veon Bell.
That's just going to go there.
Go ahead.
I was just going to go there. What happened to him? That was the end of him. shot. And he was pretty good. That little skip.
Correct.
That little skip jump.
Man, it was awesome. It
was awesome. It was a great style, man. You know, to do that. As soon as he held out the whole thing, ooh, down the drain. Was he boxing now?
Yeah.
He's boxing.
Yeah, celebrity boxing.
So there you go. Mm-hmm. And why though? Because he didn't love it. He didn't love the sport. That shows you what he loved. You'll get your money. You're gonna get your money. You're gonna get your money, but not this year. You have a deep coordinator knows what he's doing. It was a genius at linebacker. This guy got a PhD in linebacking core.
Yes,
please, a PhD. Come on, and have you move around inside, outside, all over the place. Attack the quarterback. You got 20 sacks with you right there. You sacrificed all that, and that's your own numbers. You're losing. You're losing your numbers.
Correct. You're not able to play. You're not able to earn the money.
You can't get them. You can't get them. And once you lose the year, you can't get that year back. In your prime. In your prime.
That's the thing. He's really about to do this. Right? Did this garbage with T. Higgins. I can't wait. Sean said I can't wait to cut this up into clips. Listen, baby, we're fired up because it's our money that goes into these things. It's our time, our effort. We do this. Like, we're not getting paid, right? We're not millionaires. We're just living our life, trying to enjoy something that's supposed to bring some joy to us. Even something that, if our team sucks and our best players are out there, so be it. We can crucify Jerry Jones as much as we want. That's fine. But if our top players aren't going out there and they're being selfish about it, Dak went out there was going to play, even without the contract.
Right.
And he was going to play with the whole year. And Dak was as injury prone as anybody else.
Yeah.
Right. Nakia said he paid Dak after injury. How doesn't he pay Parsons? Well, they've offered Parsons.
They did put a contract out there.
And
he had 2 years.
And then he went to David Mugoleta, who has done this before with other players.
The 2 year, listen, there was money put on the table there. He walked away from it. Plus, he had 2 years left on the contract. The leverage, I'm not telling this guy to go in there and hold out. I would say, look, you go out there, get in that lineup, get your 17 sacks. Let's go win MVP. Go for it. Next year comes around, you got a year left. You maybe got a little contract.
Let's look at the contracts that this agent has forced contract issues for. Deshaun Watson refused to play for the Texans. Forced to trade, land the biggest guaranteed deal ever.
It never works out.
Jalen Ramsey demanded a trade, got dealt to the Rams. Jesse Bates, a stalemate for 2 years, tagged and left in free agency. Michael Thomas, training camp holdout. Buda Baker, trade request, camp drama. Derwin James, camp holdout. T. Higgins, tag, requested a trade. He left, look at it, after there was no long-term deal. And Micah Parsons now doing the same thing again. This is the same playbook. Holdout, trade request, public pressure, and then try and sign your big deal.
And back to Emmitt Smith.
Yep.
Who was open to the market. He was open to the market.
And here we are, man. Here we are with this foolishness. Is guarantee money the holdup usually is? I don't think the money is. I don't know if the guaranteed money is. I don't think the Cowboys would have the problem putting up the guaranteed money. I don't think the guarantees is the issue because Micah's only 26 years old. I'm worried that the number is the big number, the annual number, because they put it out there. And Micah opened his yap last year and said, "Oh, I don't even need to sign for $40 million." And now they're offering 45, and he won't. That's not enough. Well, go sit home. That's my thing. If you're going to be a big baby and a big loser, go sit home. Go sit home because you're no help. You're ruining the atmosphere, and that's what else we've heard.
Not only the leverage. Jerry did give him a contract.
Yes, they listen.
Not only didn't have the leverage, Larry said they know that they got together without the agent or not. There was money on the table.
Money on the table.
Money on the table.
And Micah opened his yap and said, "I don't have to have the biggest contract." And now, what's he holding out for then? What's Micah holding out for? Because if he said I don't have to hold out for the biggest contract, why is he holding out right now? What does he want?
In pro sports,
wants the biggest contract.
In pro sports, you have to practice to prepare.
Of course.
You're physical. The mental part you can get, the physical part are turning that machine on. And listen, what do you don't do in the wintertime? Start that up and you don't press. You better be careful.
Now, Nakia said the drama continues just like Jerry likes it. He wants everybody talking about the Cowboys, and you're absolutely correct, Nakia. Listen, no one here is absolving Jerry Jones and saying, oh, Jerry's handled this great. He's been so awesome. Our last lives, our last videos, go check them out. We string Jerry up and say, this should have been done. This should have been taken care of. Jerry's gone through and dissed Micah Parsons in the media. He's dissed Diggs and Steele. How about dissing your own son, Stephen Jones, who was horrible at his job? That buffoon. How about your own guys? Diss yourself. You haven't made an NFC championship in 30 years, and Micah Parsons only been here for a few, so he's not the one to blame for your failures.
But that's a separate issue.
That's my thing.
But what happened is a separate issue, but it allows Jerry to get out there and be the so-called face of the Cowboys. Here's the difference between Jerry Jones and Tom Landry. No Tom Landry, no Dallas Cowboys. That's the difference. No Tom Landry, no Dallas Cowboys.
Right, you don't have America's team without Tom Landry.
That's it. There's a difference. He bought the team. He had the great coach. And whatever that story is about, blah, 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 in the bar or drinking, carrying on. And then the comment was, here we go, let it haunt everybody. I can get anybody to coach this team. Right? That's basically the comment.
Yeah. Yep.
And guess what?
For Jimmy.
We've been searching for a long time. And now that statement haunts us in the playoffs. With all the Hall of Famers. How many Hall of Famers?
Yeah.
Quite a few.
Jill Burke says, oh, no, I won't be able to wear my Micah shirt.
You can wear it. Jill, you can wear it. We'll allow you to wear it.
See, here's my thing. Since the Cowboys, since Jimmy left, right, they got that Super Bowl with Barry. But what have they won? They haven't made that's all Jimmy's team, right? Jimmy and Landry, right? They put that team together.
Yeah, you had 14, 15 players from Landry. Ken Norton, Michael Irvin. Do I need to go on?
Right. And
yeah, others.
People say, oh, what did Jimmy win since he left? He made the Dolphins into a team that made the playoffs, won playoff games. They have not won a playoff game since Jimmy Johnson left.
And how many Hall of Famers you got? Jason Taylor, the linebacker.
Zach Thomas.
Zach Thomas. Is there any more?
He didn't trade for Ricky Williams.
No, I don't think so. I don't remember that part. I don't remember trading for Ricky Williams.
He was with the Dolphins, I know.
Yeah, he was with the Dolphins.
They signed him, whatever. But
yeah,
that's some excellent players on those teams, right?
Exactly.
Chris Chambers, Aranda Gadsden. They had talent all over the place.
Yeah.
And Jay Fiedler as quarterback was a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't. Where we're at now, I'm sorry. Jerry's ruining. To go to Jerry, I think he's ruining his legacy for what should have been a great owner. He's made the Hall of Fame, sure, but we're going to look back on Jerry at how inept he was post Jimmy.
But I got a great idea on a book. How about this book called "Get Out of My Huddle"? And it'd be a book about like work for Jerry Jones. How would it be like to work for Jerry Jones? All the stories, but the title would be "Get Out of My Huddle." That'd be awesome. Don't you think so? I think it'd be a great idea. A couple stories here and there, and have a story about me in it. You know, in Johnny Stadium, talking about me playing basketball against Avatech. You know, Avatech game, me getting in huddles and all that. Because come on, the forward to Bill Cortez Sr.
My goodness.
That's my kid. Yeah. Blood pressure.
Are you anti-player or are you anti-owner?
You know, that's a good
If
question.
you could choose one or the other, I'm anti-owner, I'm anti-player. Because we know that anytime you can get hurt, owners don't have to pay you. And we also know that sometimes that we're like, hey, you got to honor the contract. Both which way?
Well, see, at one time, if you go back in the 60s and 70s, before the free agent, the owners own you. Now,
Right.
I hate to use slavery, okay, because that doesn't really apply. But there's a principle there. You didn't have the freedom to move around. Now, college sports is a disaster because of all the money.
You're able to make whatever.
Yeah, and you can move around. How many players you know in college have been to 6 teams now? 6 college. Where it started.
And COVID made it
six is
worse.
the right word.
Guys
4
in
or
their
5, yeah.
30s were like,
Yeah.
still playing college football. Go get a job,
Yeah.
dude. You should have like 3.
But
you should have a doctorate by this point.
They left the team or could cut you anytime. There was no guaranteed money. We've swung. The big swings ruin sports. And guess what? Corporate America came in, and now we love the suites in Dallas.
Of course,
we love the
presidential suite in Dallas is nice, man. We love that.
We like that. The one in Giant staying for what's her name? Billy's buddy there. What's her name?
Carla.
I love Carla. Carla's favorite. We'll see it. See it maybe in no. But anyways, what am I saying that for? Oh, a suite in the Giant stadium would be fine.
Sure.
But anyways, that's what happened. Corporate America taking it over, and ticket prices jumped up. Look at the parking. Look at parking. Look at parking a car. Parking a car.
Insane. $40.
So you ask me what is it? It's a balance to it all. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know what a balance is. I don't think there's no balance anymore in anything.
Listen,
there's no balance for anything.
Micah's under contract.
He's under contract.
Play and make your money, bro.
Yep.
We're putting money into T-shirts and jerseys and shorts and tickets and stickers and our time, effort, and energy, and we're doing this.
And you can go, and unfortunately now you can't get in that game to cold cock that quarterback from the Eagles and take his head right off and let it roll down the sideline and with a bunch of the rest of them,
because
we won't be able to do it.
What sucks is
not the third down.
We're the ones who suffer.
We suffer. No, we suffer. Yeah.
Because we got to hear it from Eagles fans when we get beat next Thursday.
Dawn Edwards, we got to bet. Dawn Edwards. Joe, tell Dawn Edwards, she's a big Eagles fan. I'm going to lose a roast beef sandwich.
Right, because there's nothing, right? Our best defensive
player sandwich gone.
Is not going to play. He's not going to play. He can't play again.
Not going to play.
If he had started, if they signed a contract right now, and I'm not going to hear always this team, that team. Jerry's not going to trade him. Joe Burke said, "Bill, the author." Yeah, the coloring book.
Yeah. Stick people.
Yeah.
Stick people.
Bill, the author.
I did already. Yeah, I had a sticker with one of the first grade teachers already. So.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Yeah. And guess what? Every Cowboy is pissed off now.
Yep. Yeah.
Forget about the Jerry thing, his face and everywhere you go on a dollar bill. He'll probably on a dollar bill. Him and Trump. Whatever you want to call. All around. Everywhere you go. That's why Jerry. ESPN, Jerry. Interviews Jerry. And Micah Parsons is going to sit out. And all of us are best player.
Over a contract he should have signed.
He should have signed. And he would have been ready to go. Because that was been a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
It was a couple of weeks ago.
Should have just signed it and moved on.
Said, listen, your agent only going to get 1%, whatever he's going to get. You screwed the fans over. You got money on the table. Go, boom. Get into camp. Get yourself ready.
What did Jerry offer? $20 million a year?
I don't remember.
That's insane. Sure, I get it.
Right.
Jerry, they said they offered him $45 million a year.
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, he's going to get the money either way. He's going to get the money.
Well, this is a sport you can't play in. You pulled a hamstring, and you're out for 6 weeks, and then
And that's what Jerry was saying too. He missed 4 games last year.
The high ankle sprain.
And fine, right? It's part of the game. He plays hard. He's an excellent talent. He's an elite talent when he's out there. But I'm not trading Micah Parsons for anything less than 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and a player. Not a first, a second, and Jalen Waddle. Get out of here.
Okay, would he be the Herschel Walker trade?
Yeah, okay. The problem with that is the Cowboys were 1-15, ready to rebuild. If you're telling me the Cowboys are going to go a full rebuild now, it doesn't work with the timeline. You want that Micah Parsons there. And who would you even trade?
Obviously, he wouldn't go. But if I was general manager, somebody came along and gave me 2 number ones.
You would pull the trigger on just 2 number ones?
For 2 number ones.
I would need 2 number ones and 2 number twos.
Well, that right there, but at least two number ones.
Yeah, nothing less than 2 number ones.
Go to the Saints. Go to the Saints.
What? Yeah. Send him to the Saints or the Browns.
Well, Listen, somebody went to the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland, cold Cleveland on purpose. So they sent that wide receiver. What was his name? Went to the Browns?
Which one?
The Cowboys wide receiver?
Amari Cooper.
Yeah. They sent him there to Cleveland purposely because it was
Sean
cold.
said 2 number 2s is an addition is insane. I get you, but I'm telling you what I'm asking for. Because you're going to draft someone, and the goal is that you'll get a defender who will be as good as Micah Parsons.
I'm going to tell you something right now. This is why I would say yes for 2 number 1s, because I think you have a good coaching staff.
Okay, I get that.
That's why.
I could see that, but I'm sending him to the Saints.
Yeah.
Or to the AFC where they're going to be losers. Yeah. I'm not sending him no good team.
Tennessee would be nice.
Tennessee.
Yeah, because they're stupid. They give up picks for A.J. Brown for nothing.
I send them to the Dolphins because they're going to stink eventually.
A stick of gum. They got a stick of gum. I don't think that guy even plays, that wide receiver.
Who?
Burke. They got Burke, Tennessee. Who they get?
They just cut Traylon Burks.
Yeah, that was the pick, wasn't it?
Yep, they traded A.J. Green, drafted Traylon Burks.
A.J. Brown, I still don't get over that.
Yeah, and that's insane. Insane.
And A.J. is one of the better receivers, too.
Top 5 in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Top 4 in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely,
I think it's Jamar and Justin Jefferson are 1, 2. I think the next tier is CD, A.J. Brown. You could probably throw Amon-Ra St. Brown, but I think it's those 2.
Yeah.
I think Amon-Ra is that next.
Yeah.
Would you trade him for the – no, there's no way. It doesn't matter what.
Who's it?
Sean said, would you trade him to the Giants? It doesn't matter anything else you would even put in the package. You're not trading him to the Giants, the Eagles, or the Commanders. It doesn't matter. You could offer me Jaden Daniels, Saquon Barkley, everybody. I'm not trading him in the division.
Here's the story of a true story of a Cowboys-Giants trade. When they got rid of Craig Morton to the Giants, they got the 2nd pick of the draft, and Landry and Ditka decided, is it going to be Randy White or Walter Payton? They picked Randy White, and then 2 years later they get Tony Dorsett. So if they get Walter Payton, they don't get Randy White or Tony Dorsett.
Right, exactly.
They don't get 2 Hall of Famers. They may get 1, but they got 2 out of it. So it does happen. And you'll find out, and these guys don't know, there's a half a dozen 6 to 8 players that went on with the Redskins from the Cowboys that sucked.
Correct.
Okay. At least 6.
Now you want to trade Micah to the Colts for 2 first-rounders, or Micah to the Saints for 2 first-rounders? Fine. John said, teach them, Pops, you take the best deal.
Yeah.
But I'm not trading, certainly not the Packers. Promise we've been, the Packers, and they'll pay him $45 million, kick rocks. I'm not trading him to the Packers. I'm not trading him to any good team. I'm going to send him to an organization that's floundering. I'm going to send him to the Indianapolis Colts, or I'm going to send him to the Saints.
Yep.
And watch him wallow. And watch him. All he cares about is getting his stats anyway.
He'd be good at Jacksonville uniform.
Jacksonville. There you go.
Who likes the Jacksonville uniforms? You like that uniform? What color is that, by the way? Is it a pink blue? What is it? Indigo? What color is that?
Teal.
What's a teal?
If it's done
it's
well.
It's not like Miami. Miami got a cool call. I think Miami's no.
Yeah, if they do.
I like those.
Those are cool.
Yeah, but what is that? With the black helmet?
They've never been able to land what should be a pretty easy. It's so unique with a teal and black and gold. You should be able to do it well. We probably find better jerseys online.
It reminds me of a wedding outfit or something.
I can find.
I think our mommy's, what do you call it, bride to groom thing.
It looks like they tried to wear tux Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah,
it's a horrible. The problem is you can go on Twitter and find better versions of the jerseys.
Bridesmaids, my mommy's bridesmaids look better.
Insane.
Yeah.
Spence has them to New England. I'm worried New England's going to be good this year, bro. They're going to be nasty.
Oh, yeah.
They're a wide receiver away from.
They know how to tackle and hit now and know what they're doing.
New England's a wide receiver or tight end away from being.
They're not a dynasty, but they're no pushovers.
Be a playoff team, because Vrabel's going to make them tough as nails.
Yeah,
right. They should have hired him a year ago, and they wasted their time with the other coach.
Yeah.
But here, if Micah Parsons doesn't play this year, Cowboys could be in the cellar of the NFC East. They could be in the basement.
Well, We were expecting a adjustment on the defense first year. That was it's on the books with the defensive coordinator, but they have better players. The offensive line with the left tackle, I'm not crazy about him. I don't think he has the NFL mentality to play. I think he has the physical skills, but the mental part of the game. I'm not saying he's a stupid person.
Right.
That's not
Like
what I'm
Micah
saying.
Parsons.
Yeah. But
yeah, let's see. He's going to have to come back and play and have to play well. Nolan and Indy aren't giving up much to get him when they have so many holes in their roster, Spence said. I don't even think New Orleans can afford him. My goodness, they're going to be paying a dead cap space the next 20 years. Indy could. If you pay attention to Nola, Spence, they're absolutely lost. Yeah, they have no idea. They might give us 2 firsts, 2 seconds. So
and there's Cleveland.
There's always Cleveland.
There's always
right?
Cleveland.
Sure, put them with Miles
Isn't that
Garrett.
a show?
And they'll have
It's always Cleveland. Isn't that a show? Something like that. I don't know.
It should be.
Yeah.
Spencer said, I already said that one. Sean said, Jacksonville getting a stray for their jerseys is insane. And Spencer also said, which is exactly why I give up picks for him. If they do give up, let's say they trade Micah now for 2 firsts. Let's just say they send him to Indy, 2 first-round picks.
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys are just – the problem is Dak is not – like it's not the time in Dak's career to waste a year. And I feel like you're calling it if you do, because you need to take advantage of it now. If you had done this 6 months ago and gotten picks and used a pick this year and then next year, I could see it. But you get nothing out of that this year.
Well, let me explain something to you.
Nothing.
About 2 number ones. The next couple of years. You know what that means? You got 4.
I get that.
Okay, you got 4. Will McClay would have 4. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Spence says.
Then you trade one of those. If you're me, you trade one of them to move down and pick up a second and a third. Woo, bingo! Because you got to play the draft now,
right?
Because this coaching staff is I love the coaching staff.
I do too, actually. I really
love
grown to like them. And you saw.
But I'm going to tell you the truth. I haven't fallen in love with the head coach's play calling. I'm scared. I think everybody else is fine. I wish he gave it to somebody, let them call the plays and let it be. Who was one of the first coaches to call their own plays?
The coach themselves?
Yeah.
Was it Tom Landry?
I think it was Tommy Boy. Coach Landry.
Tyler Shuck wasn't just picked. Tyler Shuck is so bad. And I think they're even going with Spencer Rattler at quarterback, which is like, I don't know who is worse, Tyler Shuck or Spencer Rattler. I think both of them are. I mean, they might as well just sign DJ Uwangalele, who just got cut. That's how bad their quarterback room. It might be the worst quarterback room we've ever seen in the NFL since Tungsten O'Brien was quarterback in Tungsten Arm O'Brien in 1933.
Well,
and
here's what I was
Brain Phillips for the Philadelphia Cannon fodder.
We brought up as kids. New Orleans was the worst team in the league, and they might be bringing that tradition back.
Poor Kellen Moore. Yeah. They're just so bad, and they're trading 4th-round picks for 27-year-old
who did that?
4th-string receivers.
You know what happened? I know what happened. Somebody got in that room and did it without the owner knowing it, the general manager knowing it, and clicked it through the league. It got to the league, and that was it. Somebody was sleeping. Who would do that? I'm like, who is it? What are they doing? I don't really notice it. Like, that is so wrong. Not even close. Well, what's going? What? You don't even have players. You're giving up draft picks to get a player. You know what is that?
They traded for Devon Valley. 27 years old, wide receiver, taking the 7th round.
What was
7th round in last year's draft? Like, you need all the cheap labor you can get.
You need
all the draft picks. I mean, what does he do? What does he give you? This guy, you trade a 4th rounder for him, he better be wide receiver number 3. He better put up 700 yards and 6 touchdowns.
He was a 7th rounder?
7th rounder.
He was a 7th rounder, and you gave him a 4th rounder, And he wasn't even a Pro Bowl or nothing like that, or not even a.
Oh, don't worry. Last year he had 41 catches for 475 yards.
Had 40 catches
for 475 yards.
Well, what is he a third guy? It all depends. Yeah.
He's 27 years old.
27. Forget that. I don't care.
27. If he was 23, okay, 24.
I can give you 22
He's
catches.
a young receiver you can have. In 3
Spencer
years, he's 30.
Yeah.
Expect him. You're 30 and
that's right.
450 and 4 touchdowns tomorrow.
Remember, you see them play in the games, right?
Yeah.
He's a little playmaker.
Hey, Spence could do that.
Yeah.
And Spence only 34, turning 35 this year.
You can get out there, run around.
Put him out cheaper than that.
Get a little shake and bake. Yeah. Yeah, kicking down the sideline.
Man, this is. But Micah Parsons, a bum. He's acting like a bum. He's acting like a loser. The whole laying on the trainer's table and just being disinterested. That's loser mentality. Go somewhere else. Go back.
It's like a spoiled brat. Like he's the son of the owner. You know, like it's the owner.
I'm going to come out and wear a different colored jersey and whatnot. My back is hurting. MRI shows there's no damage. There's nothing wrong with his back. I'm going to go get a second opinion. How about this opinion? Retire or get tagged the next couple of years and sit on your butt and cry like a baby and lose your career. I hope he comes out. If he doesn't sign with the Cowboys and he gets traded or goes somewhere else, I'm going to root against this guy like I never root against anyone else.
Part of it. Everybody likes playing in this system. The guy made that linebacker Leonard, who weighed 215, I think 220 at the most, made him a 3-time All-Pro.
Correct.
The guy was 3-time All-Pro, or 4 times.
It was fantastic.
That's 220, right? It was 225. He was All-Pro, and he's half the player of Micah. And the scheme, to play that scheme.
What's Micah Parsons done down the stretch the last couple of years?
Not
Forget
good.
playoffs, regular season.
Not good.
Uncle Rosie's checking in. What's Micah Parsons done the last 4 or 5 games down the stretch?
Yeah.
Last couple of years, a lot of people talk about he does it early. Where is he late? A lot of people talk about Micah Parsons. Doesn't say we. Not team leader.
It's a baseball analogy. What is he batting 6th inning on? What is he batting the 6th inning on?
Here's the thing about
baseball. Man
baseball.
on second, the bottom of the 8th. Pop up.
Here's the thing about baseball. One individual person at a time.
Yeah.
Whole team can't bat there with you. It's just one person at a time. In football, everyone's got to do the right thing all the time. Every play, or you'll fail. And Micah has shown late in the season that he just can't do that. 4 playoff games, 4 QB hits, 1 sack. Micah Parsons.
What? What is that?
Uncle Rosie said, love you guys. Enjoy the conversations. We love you, Uncle Rosie. Micah Parsons, 4 playoff games, 4 QB hits, 1 sack. We get on Dak.
4 games, 1 sack.
We get on Dak. You can't put the Packers game on Dak. The defense let up 6 touchdowns in the first 7 possessions for the Packers. The game was over. There's nothing Dak could do. Dak would have had to put up 45 points. It's just not fair.
Let me compare him. Aaron Judge. That's it. Great during the season. When it crunch time, what happened?
Micah Parsons is one of only 4 players to start his career, one of 2 players, him and Reggie White to start his career first 4 years.
Great.
12+ sacks.
Yeah,
awesome.
4 playoff games, 1 sack.
4 QB hits.
4 QB hits.
Every playoff game he gets 1 QB hit, and one time he took the quarterback down with him.
Play that tape. The D coordinator need to play that tape for him. Yeah,
play that to David Mugoletta. You want your money?
On your time off, go home, put the tape of the playoff games that you were shaking and baking and all that, and guess what? You weren't.
Listen.
You weren't. What's he thought? Prey? What is it? The lion going after?
Oh, the lion and the prey. Yeah. Let me tell you, Cowboys fans, hear me out. Next time you see Micah Parsons, boo him. Boo him. Boo him. If you're not going to play, boo.
Boo.
Boo. Boo. You stink. You're not going to play, boo. Boo. I'm going to find you at Chipotle. Boo. You're a bum.
Pumping gas. Boom.
1 sack and 2 of the QB hits were against Tom Brady in the blowout. Boy, they beat the Bucs.
Yes.
Boo. Micah Parsons. Spencer. If you find Micah Parsons out in the street, someone
pathetic.
find him and tell him
that's pathetic.
You're a bum.
Yeah.
Go play. If you're not going to go play, go stay home.
But
let
me go.
Let
me go this and say this, because the defense in the playoffs have been a disaster. He didn't even get his.
Right. If he got 3 sacks and was doing whatever he could do, right? He got 3.5 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's out there battling.
He didn't even get hit. He didn't
4
even
tackles for loss.
He didn't even get nothing. Nothing.
Doo-doo. Garbage.
Nope.
So, yeah, things are going well.
Yeah.
Cowboys fans, you see Micah Parsons out, boo him. You see him at the stadium, you see him at practice, boo him. Boo him until he gets back on the field. Boo, you stink. Go play the game, you bum, you greedy bum. These other guys are out here working their butts off, and you're here lying on the trainer's table. Go work.
You got a D coordinator. You got a head coach. The whole thing. People are coming together, more united, and you're going to hold out.
Do your job.
We know, so many have told us, he thinks of himself first. Let's face it.
We got to go to work tomorrow. We got to do our jobs, and we're not making millions of dollars. We don't have a $45 million annual contract on the table. We don't have it. We got to get up and go to work tomorrow. I got 3 kids I got to get up and one to send to school and a wife to take care of.
Yeah.
And I ain't got $45 million annually sitting on a contract, a piece of paper, waiting to sign.
Yeah.
Go to work.
Go to work.
Do your job. Because next Thursday night when you're sitting home doing nothing and watching your team lose, we're watching our team lose too because you're a bum. You won't do your job. I had to work all day and go do my job and then go work at night to do my job, and you get to do nothing. Boo, Micah Parsons.
This is the wrong sport that you think you're going to come in off the streets. You know, listen, the NBA, you get your legs in shape. You know, it takes a while, but you can still stand in a corner and shoot a 3. Okay? You know, baseball, you're taking a bat here and there, take a couple of bats. Football, what are you going to come on the 3rd down? And you think you're going to rush the quarterback? And then you're just a part-time player. You're a part-time player.
Now I'm paying,
for a month?
Now I'm paying $45 million for a part-time player.
For a D coordinator who knows his stuff and knows his players? Crazy.
Ooh, Micah
we
Parsons.
pay for it. I'm gonna have to give Dawn Edwards. I'm gonna lose a roast beef sandwich on rye with Swiss from Bagel Man. And I have to get her some raggedy sandwich she wants.
Let me tell you,
Dawn Edwards.
Cowboys lose to the Eagles and lose to the Giants, they'll be a 5-win team.
Oh, disaster. Oh, you know how many Giant fans are gonna be dogging me? You know how many Giant fans at school are gonna be dogging me? Mr. Bill, what's the matter with your Cowboys? I'll have to hit somebody.
Their defense stinks.
If I have somebody tells me, "I'm Mr. Bill," yeah, I'll have to. I'll fake. I'll do something with the sweeping machine.
Spencer's no way losing the Giants. Giants have one of the best defensive lines in the NFL.
Oh, absolutely. They're coming to play this year.
Bobby Okereke is a good linebacker,
they're
right? They had a tough defense last year. And
they got better quarterback.
That's what I say. Awful quarterback play last year. Russ, even if he gives you average, even if Russ plays like the 20th best
Forget
quarterback.
about his personality.
Right. He's a weirdo, sure. But if Russ is the 20th best quarterback in the NFL this year, that's an improvement of what they had last year. And they weren't far off in a few games. Yeah, they don't have Daniel Jones, who's a bum. Yeah. Think of how bad Anthony Richardson has to be that Daniel Jones beat you out in a competition before the final playoff game. Before the final preseason game.
Yeah. No.
He didn't make it to the end of the year, so you know what? Week 1, we finally figured it out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No.
Now. I mean, we're talking about now.
Proof that you need skill to play quarterback, not just to be built like a Greek guy.
And he's awesome. Person, Richardson.
Yeah, absolutely. But he don't love the game. He don't have the skills for the game.
Once you do that.
You tap
out. What was that?
Quarterback?
That was guaranteed. Goodbye.
Over.
Bye-bye.
And listen, you went to an organization that
needed
you, and you tapped out, which changed the whole trajectory.
Listen,
they couldn't trust him,
and we know somebody knows him very well. Obviously, Aikman doesn't have the greatest numbers out there, but I know with Michael Irvin, Nate Newton, everybody talking, everybody yapping. What was the story? When he got in the huddle, everybody shut their mouths up.
Correct.
That's all you got to say. It's a leadership position. Even Eli Manning with his personality and stuff, and Joe Montana, some of these guys, they're not loud as me or somebody else, but their leadership ability. The great Johnny Unitas, where they were in the huddle, seeing him running with his high cleats, they were making fun of him until he called the play and they knew he had it. He called the play. Blah, 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 and they believed in him. You believe in Parsons now?
No.
The playoff speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Micah Parsons has spoken for himself when he said, I don't have to take top of the line money. Now he's holding out. Why? It's not because they didn't offer him a contract. It's not because they didn't offer him big money.
I'm going to go find one of the playoff games and watch it and see where he was. Look at the thing.
He was probably laying down on the trainer's table then too.
Yeah,
absolute bum.
Yeah, the defense has been a disaster. He didn't even get his 3.
Boo, Micah Parsons. Find him in Dallas. Find him in Frisco and Arlington.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the lion.
Yeah.
The fraud.
Lion.
You're a fraud. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna find a nickname for you, Micah Parsons. Get out there and play football. Otherwise, until then, boo. Cowboys fans, see him at Cowboys practice. See him at Dallas Airport at DFW. Boo. Go play the game. Sign your contract and move on. Until then, boo. You're a bum.
Yep.
I'm over it, though.
That's it.
I'm great.
Okay.
I'm feeling good.
That's fine.
1 week from tomorrow, Cowboys lose to the Eagles. So great, good for us. Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anything else?
No, that's about it.
I'm going to dedicate this episode to cousin Richie Cortez.
Richie Cortez, yes.
He has survived.
Yes, he is.
And that's a big thing.
Great man. He's a great man. Huh?
Been through a stroke, been through other things he's battling, but he's battling.
Yeah.
I got to see him this week. We love you, cousin Richie.
Yeah.
Nadine, Tori, all you guys were here for each other. We're here for you too. You know,
he's a great cousin, man. I really look up to him. I really do. Yeah.
He's incredible. So
absolutely.
We love you. We're here for you. And hug your loved ones, because you just don't know. Life is too short, too fickle. You know, things get taken from us too quickly these days. So in light of other things that happen in the world, just appreciate what you do have in those moments. So I love you, D. Anything else? That's it?
We're
good.
I'm home. I'm husband duty.
Subscribe, like, share.
Thank you, everybody, showing up. Thank you. Appreciate it. We love everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Commodores, the Conquistadors. Christmas is coming. We play Washington Christmas Day. We'll see what happens.
All right. Catch you guys later. See you. Peace.